Alright everyone, it's time to weigh in on a little bit of strategy here. Now, when we talk about political strategy, remember what I've said. We forsake reality in favor of opinion and perception. And from that perspective alone, Trump not issuing a proclamation of June being Gay Pride Month is not a great idea. This may play well to a handful of his fans, who are still evangelicals, although a lot of them, like Utah and other parts of the Southwest, they abandoned Donald Trump. They ended up not voting or voting for Hillary Clinton. A lot of his support came from people not necessarily caring about religious and moral issues. They want jobs. They want him to be a money president. That's really what he has to stand on. That, and coupled with the issue of homosexuality, gay rights, gay marriage, and so forth, gay pride. A lot of people in this country who are gay or bisexual or whatever voted for Donald Trump because they feel that he will protect them from Islamofascism. When we look at the news out of Europe on any given day, we see rampant attacks upon anyone who doesn't toe hardline extremist Islam, because there are now millions of hardline extremist Muslims in Europe. They can claim, oh no, 99% of them are moderates. Bullshit. That's clearly bullshit. A lot of these people, and not the refugees necessarily, or most refugees, but a lot of the migrants who have come over with them, yeah, they're extremely religious individuals. We would call them zealots by Western standards. We just have politicians that aren't ballsy enough to use that term in association with them. They want to pretend that there's some similarity between the Westboro Baptists that sit there shouting hateful things and people who, you know, throw rocks and kill people on a regular basis. A lot of people in the West who are more intelligent, I would say, than the social justice warriors, realize that in order to protect women's rights and gay rights and environmentalism and things like that, the social causes that are associated more with the left, you have to keep out religious bigotry. You have to prevent it from seeping back into a place where largely it's absent at this point. Religious, it's like, I'm a non-Christian. I'm a pagan. I wear a pentagram sometimes. I certainly tend to dress in all black when I go out. I'm not going to go to church. I don't care about the Jesus stuff or Muhammad or any of this other bull crap. No, I'm not going to a fucking synagogue or anything like that. I can walk down the streets and I feel just fine. I don't have to stress out about the fact that I'm not following some de facto state religion. But if I go over to the Middle East, you better believe I would be fucking worried. Even in the more secularized regions of the Middle East with some degree of separation of church and state, I'd still have to be worried because of people who are cultural extremists. They take Islam, they make it tribal, and they fight people. You see what happened in Libya. For a long time, a very, very stable country under Gaddafi. Now it's fallen into tribal warfare. There's a case not that long ago, it was earlier this year, I believe. I think it was February, if I remember, in Libya, where a couple of tribes went to war and started shelling each other with mortars because some shopkeeper's pet monkey lifted up the skirt of a girl from another tribe in the region. And because it was like an honor thing, they started fighting and shooting and bombing one another. And lots of people died because of a shopkeeper's pet monkey, no less. That's what we're trying to keep out of the Western world. We've just got through centuries of religious backwardsness with the fire and brimstone crap, creating more and more untenable moral laws that the government tries to enforce, abuses people in so doing because government abuses whatever power it's given. Often fails to enforce anyway. It's like abortion. Non-issue, it's still going to happen. There's not a lot you can do about it. You can stand on principle, still it won't be effective. We've seen this before. There's nothing you can do about it. There will be homosexuals in the world. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about that fact. Why do you fucking care? You just mind your own business. The original motto of the U.S., and we should have kept it, was mind your own business. It was mind your own business before it was e pluribus unum. It was that before it was in God we trust. We should go back to minding our own business. Be a lot better world to live in, wouldn't it? We wouldn't have to worry about giving money to the UN to stop climate change as though they're going to. We wouldn't have to worry about moral policing. Who cares? Do your own thing. It's as simple as that. But Trump's making a mistake. From a strategy standpoint, leave them... People who focus on morality alone don't understand political strategy. You have got to leave that behind. You can bring up moralism in a speech. You can bring it up to whip people into a frenzy, get them to vote for you, get them to bankroll a campaign or something. It's not quite so simple once you've actually gotten into that position. From the standpoint of strategy, he's currently alienating several million Americans, many of which voted for him, along with a lot of independents who, they support gay rights. Now, I have a problem with gay rights. They would like to see Trump continue to do things that appear to be supporting Western civilization. Part of that is tolerance of homosexuality, as opposed to the deep throes of the religiously addled third world where homosexuals are constantly abused. In the best of these nations, they're ostracized, or they're subject to constant harassment. In the worst, they're killed. They're thrown off buildings by ISIS. We want that Trump to be at the fore, I think, as opposed to the Trump that toes the party line, if we want him to succeed and have overall a good strategy. And that's really what it's about. It's about strategy. It doesn't make any sense for him to ignore this issue. A lot of people voted for him because they felt, yeah, he's going to defend Western civilization. Obama and Clinton and all these others, they want millions of extremists to pour into this country. They want them here because they know it's a captive voting audience, number one, more or less. Number two, they have some sort of weird disdain for American culture anyway, because they're globalists, and so they want to cause more social alienation because then the government can pass more moral laws, become larger, become more authoritarian, and they can steal more of people's money. That's the perception. The reality is, of course, on the ground, that's fundamentally true. Although that it overlaps. Yeah, people like Obama and Clinton, they're either dumb or they're corrupt. Trump doesn't seem to be dumb on this issue. He comprehends the fact, yeah, if you want a society, a polite society, where things are generally safe, where people are generally tolerated in their differences, they leave one another alone, how does bringing in a bunch of religious extremists help that? It doesn't. It doesn't help. People who have been raised up in a culture where they've been told since day one, yeah, so that the proper way to deal with a homosexual is to punch them in the face, or to throw rocks at them, or something, or burn them at the stake, behead them. You think that those individuals are really going to support, like, Gay Pride Month or something? It would be a good thing for him to endorse. And it's a dead moral issue. It really is. The evangelicals still care. Nobody else gets. The marginally religious in this country increasingly don't give a fuck about the issue. Certainly an independent like myself who's not an evangelical, I don't care if people are gay. I don't care if they get married. I don't care what they do. Are they American? Yeah? Well, then I'm going to leave them alone. They're going to leave me alone. I think I speak for many people who supported Trump when I say I care far more about defending the Second Amendment, defending our borders, and probably not, not fucking around with our economy by sending money to the UN. I care much more about those things than I care about some tired moral issue from decades ago. This has been a thing since I was a little kid, and it needs to end. You'd think the Republicans would want to move past it, not shoot themselves in the foot. You lost the issue. Something like 65% of Americans have no problem with gay marriage. You're not going to get your way. There are a handful of very, very red states where the majority still opposes it. Even in most red states, that's no longer true. You look at the polling from these states. I'm not talking about some MSNBC poll. I'm talking about something a bit more reliable. People just don't care. We've got bigger problems. We've got so much debt. We've got an ailing economy. We've got a stock market bubble that could burst any day, unfortunately. That's something I should probably talk about. We've got issues with North Korea. Venezuela's destabilizing. We've got idiots like Merkel insulting us constantly, trying to seize control of a new diverse Fourth Reich of some weird bastardized sort. We have problems with China. We have the government attacking the Second Amendment constantly. We have to rescind all that crap. We got too much regulation, too much taxation. That affects all of us. Doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. The gay marriage issue, maybe it affects somebody who believes that there should be an establishment of church and state. Other than that, it doesn't affect you. You don't have to deal with that. So what? Some gay couple comes into your shop. I'm not one of those just bake the fucking cake people like Gary Johnson, which is laughable since he claims he's a libertarian. I don't really care if some private shop owner feels uncomfortable doing that. Let them deal with that issue themselves and get boycotted or something. The court should take a hands-off approach. As far as gay people having pride, well, they're Americans. Why can't they have pride? Who fucking cares? You can have straight pride week too if you want to. It's not going to offend me. It shouldn't offend anyone else. It'll offend the social justice warriors, but they're not in power right now. Who cares? Just make a straight pride month or something. You know, we're proud of, you know, we're straight, and these public figures were straight. This hero was straight. You know, who cares? Just be prideful for whatever the fuck you want to be prideful for. It should ultimately be that you're proud of being an American and you're proud of your own accomplishments. Not because you're part of some group. On that token, I would say, yeah, the whole black pride, gay pride, white pride, whatever pride is kind of dumb. But who cares? It's just, the government says, okay, it's Gay Pride Month. And then you move on. It's just a proclamation. It's not anything official. Just Trump gets a couple gay leaders up there. He shakes their hand, waves a rainbow flag for a few hours. It's all he has to do. Just wave the fucking flag. You did it when you were campaigning. And people roared with applause. Trump comes out on stage when he's accepting the nomination. He's like, oh, I think it's so beautiful that the Republican Party is cheering on, you know, there was the gay Republican. No, I can't remember his name. He gives a speech. And people cheer him. He's like, oh, that's really touching. It's really beautiful. That's the Trump that we need. You need to be a uniter, not a... You're basing your slogan on America first, make America great again. That's the way to do it. Go to the civic model enough to get past some of the moral issues. The Republican Party will grow quite quickly. It'll rob the issues from the Democrats, because the Democrats will say the same things as you, but their actions will be a different tale. Here's the secret. Take the Republican Party to a point where it's saying, yeah, we support gay rights. No problem with it. Yeah, just ignore those handful of evangelicals. They're red staters. Their constituents don't want them to be pro-gay. We can't do anything about that. Just like there's some, you know, blue dog Democrats. They sort of, in a closeted manner, they feel the same. You'll be saying the same things as the Democrats, but then you can make a bigger case. You can say, yeah, we support gay rights. The Democrats support gay rights. The Democrats also want to bring in limitless numbers of extremists into this country who will never support gay rights and who want to kill you. We're opposed to that. We support your rights enough to want to continue to defend them and have, you know, we're Americans. We're going to, you know, get together and live in peace, hopefully. People need to mind their own fucking business and you know, not expect to be able to burn people at the stake for having some spiritual disagreement. The Democrats will begin losing on the gay marriage issue. You're looking a gift horse in the mouth here pretty badly. From a strategic standpoint, it'd be glorious. It'd be wonderful. You'd crush the Democrats out of existence with the youth vote if you did that. Social justice warriors would probably shut the hell up, too, for a while. Wouldn't it be nice to go a few days without their screeching? Just for a few days, it's all I want. To hear these people in their absence, to hear them shut up, essentially. That's about all. Peace out.